Hi, Scary Recaps here. Today, I'm going to explain the movie The Cabin in the Woods from 2011. Beware of spoilers. The film begins with Gary Sitterson and Steve Hadley, two technicians who are seen in a break room having a conversation about a mysterious project. It is revealed to them by a colleague that Stockholm has failed, leaving now only them and Japan to do the job. 5 college students, Dana, Jules, Kurt, Holden, and Marty, are planning to spend their weekend at a cabin which is owned by Kurt's cousin. After a strange encounter with an old man, the group arrives at the cabin and settles in, ready to start their vacation, unaware of their fates and that they are being watched by the organization. Sitterson and Hadley, along with the employees of the organization, are placing bets in the facility control room about which monsters are to be selected. When night falls, the 5 students, whilst playing a game of Truth or Dare, discover a door opened suddenly by the organization that leads to a hidden cellar. In there, among many bizarre artifacts, Dana finds the diary of Patience Buckner, one of the supposedly former owners of the cabin. Along its pages, she comes upon a Latin incantation and reads it aloud, consequently summoning the zombified Buckner family from a grave close to the cabin. The organization keeps releasing drugs that affect the mood and behavior of the residents. As a result, Kurt and Jules decide to have sex in the woods, but the Buckner family attacks the couple. Kurt is wounded in the shoulder and Jules is beheaded by a zombie with a rusty saw. Kurt manages to escape and rushes to the cabin. He tells the rest of the group that Jules is dead. A zombie appears at the doorway and throws Jules' head into the room, moments before it is pushed out. The remaining 4 seal the doors and the windows when the zombies begin to attack the cabin. Each now runs to their rooms and the organization locks them in. Marty finds a hidden camera in a lamp and thinks about the possibility of all this being a reality TV show. A zombie attacks him and Marty fights back until he is stabbed by a trowel and then carried away, his fate unknown. Meanwhile, another zombie attacks Dana in her room, but Holden breaks through the one-way mirror between their rooms and rescues Dana. More zombies arrive, and Holden with Dana discover a trapdoor under the bed. They tell Kurt in the next room to meet them in the basement and subsequently retreat below. A zombie attacks Holden, and Dana saves him by using a crowbar and a knife. Later on they reunite with Kurt, and they all exit the cabin. Kurt gets Dana and Holden in the RV and drives away. At that point, Sitterson watches video footage from Japan where a group of schoolgirls banish a ghost, and he says that the American scenario is the only one that will enable a successful rite. Hadley informs him that the RV is about to escape through the mountain tunnel, and Sitterson manages to cause a cave-in just in time. With no way out, Kurt tries to jump across the ravine that has been formed, but crashes into the force field and falls to his death. Holden and Dana drive the RV back to the cabin, searching for another way out of the place, but a zombie, hidden all this time in the vehicle, attacks and kills Holden, causing the RV to crash into a lake. Dana seems to be the only survivor, and the organization technicians begin to celebrate and congratulate each other. Dana climbs on a pier, only to be attacked by a zombie. She resists, but with no success. At that moment, the technicians learn that Dana isn't the sole survivor of the group, and that another one is still alive. Before the zombie can kill Dana, Marty appears all of a sudden and saves her. He then takes her to the grave where the Buckners have emerged from, and shows her that the site is connected to an underground elevator. He tells her that someone has sent the zombies up to kill them all. The 2 of them descend now into the facility. On the way down, Marty and Dana discover a large collection of horrid monsters locked up in transparent cubes. A werewolf, a wraith, and a hell lord among many others. Dana soon notices that the artifacts that they have found in the cellar are connected to these monsters. The elevator stops at the lobby, and a guard tries to seize them both, but he is overpowered. Marty and Dana escape with his gun and a trowel. A voice addresses them then in the lobby. It is the director who urges them to give up. He also tells them that their deaths are inevitable, part of something bigger and older than they could possibly imagine. Cornered by an armed security team, Marty and Dana enter the control room. Dana sees the System Purge button and thinks about getting back on the organization. She presses it and unleashes all the monsters into the facility. Soon chaos ensues as the monsters wreak havoc, killing everyone in the facility. Dana and Marty hide in order to avoid the slaughter. They discover a secret escape tunnel and enter it to escape. Meanwhile, the monsters kill Hadley while Citizen climbs down the escape tunnel. However, he runs into Dana, who stabs him. As he lay dying, Citizen begs Dana to kill Marty. Afterwards, Dana and Marty reach a room where they see 5 stone carvings showing 5 archetypes. Dana can see now that she and her friends were meant to be sacrificed in a ritual. It is then that the director arrives and informs them that the purpose of the sacrifice is to appease the Ancient Ones, giant evil deities that sleep under the earth, bound to destroy the world if the ritual is not completed. Marty argues with the director, but Dana sees the truth in the director's words and aims her gun at Marty. But a werewolf attacks her, and Marty grabs the gun, driving the werewolf away. The director attacks Marty, and they fight until a zombie comes in and kills the director. Marty throws the director's body and the zombie down into the pit below the chamber, and he and Dana refuse to complete the sacrificial ritual. As Dana and Marty make peace with the events, a giant hand is seen tearing the facility apart, which later bursts out of the ground. The Ancient Ones are awoken now, and the end of the world seems to have begun.